Imagine walking through streets where every stone has witnessed centuries of history. No skyscrapers, no flashing billboards, and no highways cutting through the landscape. Instead, towering castle walls, narrow cobblestone lanes, timber-framed houses, and church bells create a scene that feels almost untouched by time. Today, we're exploring medieval towns that have barely changed in nearly 1,000 years. Number 10, Rothenburg ob der Tauber, Germany. If someone asked you to picture the perfect medieval town, chances are you'd imagine Rothenburg. Surrounded by massive stone walls and watchtowers, this German town looks like it was lifted straight from a fairy tale. Founded during the Middle Ages, Rothenburg became wealthy thanks to trade, allowing it to build impressive fortifications that still stand today. Amazingly, visitors can walk almost the entire length of the original city walls. Its colorful half-timbered houses, cobblestone streets, and charming market square remain remarkably unchanged. Even though parts of the town were damaged during World War II, careful restoration returned them almost exactly to their medieval appearance. Walking here feels less like visiting a museum and more like stepping into another century. Number 9. Český Krumlov, Czech Republic. Hidden in a bend of the Vltava River lies one of Europe's best preserved medieval gems. Český Krumlov grew around a castle built in the 13th century, and over the centuries, its winding streets expanded without losing their original character. The castle complex towers above the town, overlooking red rooftops that stretch in every direction. Tiny alleys, stone bridges, and centuries-old buildings create a maze that feels almost unchanged since medieval merchants once walked these streets. Its exceptional preservation has earned it UNESCO World Heritage status, protecting its timeless atmosphere for future generations. Number 8, San Gimignano, Italy, known as the Town of Towers. San Gimignano once had more than 70 medieval towers built by wealthy families, competing for prestige. Today, only 14 remain, but they still dominate the skyline exactly as they did centuries ago. Unlike many Italian cities transformed during the Renaissance, San Gimignano retained much of its medieval layout. Walking through its stone streets, surrounded by towering walls and ancient piazzas, it's easy to imagine traders arriving here along the famous pilgrimage routes. The town's skyline remains one of the most recognizable medieval landscapes anywhere in the world. Number 7, Carcassonne, France. With double defensive walls stretching for nearly 2 miles and more than 50 towers, Carcassonne resembles something from a fantasy movie. Although parts of its fortress were restored in the 19th century, the original medieval design has been preserved with remarkable accuracy. Massive gates, drawbridges, and winding streets transport visitors back to an era of knights and sieges. Standing atop its walls offers breathtaking views while reminding you why this fortress remained nearly impossible to conquer for centuries. Number 6, Tallinn Old Town, Estonia. Tallinn's Old Town is one of Northern Europe's finest surviving medieval cities. Built as a major trading center for the Hanseatic League, it became wealthy enough to construct towering churches, merchant houses, and powerful defensive walls. Many of those same buildings still line the streets today. Its medieval pharmacies, guild halls, and town square continue to serve visitors, blending modern life with architecture that's hundreds of years old. Few cities make history feel so alive. Number 5, Bruges, Belgium. Often called the Venice of the North, Bruges reached its golden age during the Middle Ages through international trade. Ironically, when its harbor slowly became unusable, economic growth declined. While that hurt the city financially, it also prevented large-scale redevelopment. As a result, much of Bruges remained frozen in its medieval form. Stone bridges crossed peaceful canals, Gothic buildings line market squares, And horse-drawn carriages still travel streets originally designed centuries ago. Sometimes being left behind by history can become the greatest gift. Number 4, Óbidos, Portugal. Perched on a hill and completely surrounded by ancient stone walls, Óbidos remains one of Portugal's best preserved medieval towns. Its whitewashed houses, decorated with colorful flowers, contrast beautifully against the massive fortress walls above. Visitors can still walk along the original battlements, offering panoramic views of the surrounding countryside. Remarkably, the town's narrow streets follow nearly the same layout established hundreds of years ago, making every corner feel like a living postcard. Number 3, Hallstatt, Austria. Although Hallstatt is famous for its breathtaking alpine scenery, its roots stretch back thousands of years thanks to nearby salt mines. The medieval heart of the town remains incredibly well preserved. Wooden houses cling to steep mountainsides, while tiny lanes connect churches, markets, and lakeside docks. Limited space between the mountains and the lake prevented major expansion, helping Hallstatt preserve its historic charm far better than many larger cities. Today, it looks almost exactly as travelers described it centuries ago. Number 2, Mdina, Malta. Known as the Silent City, Mdina has been continuously inhabited for thousands of years, but much of its present appearance dates back to the medieval period. High limestone walls surround quiet streets where vehicles are heavily restricted, allowing visitors to experience an atmosphere rarely found elsewhere. Elegant palaces, narrow passageways, and imposing gates create an almost cinematic setting. At night, when crowds disappear, Medina feels astonishingly close to what it might have been hundreds of years ago. It's one of the few places where silence becomes part of the historical experience. Number 1, Dubrovnik, Croatia. Few medieval towns are as instantly recognizable as Dubrovnik. Protected by enormous stone walls overlooking the Adriatic Sea, the city became one of the Mediterranean's most powerful trading republics during the Middle Ages. Despite earthquakes, wars, and even damage during the 1990s conflict, Dubrovnik has been painstakingly restored using traditional techniques that preserved its historic appearance. Walking atop the ancient walls reveals terracotta rooftops, churches, monasteries, and narrow marble streets that have changed remarkably little over the centuries. It's no surprise this extraordinary city has become one of the world's most celebrated medieval destinations, and the perfect reminder that some places truly can stand still while the rest of the world races forward. These incredible towns prove that history doesn't only survive inside museums. In rare corners of the world, entire communities have preserved the streets, buildings, and traditions of the Middle Ages, allowing us to experience history exactly where it happened. Every cobblestone, fortress wall, and ancient marketplace tells a story stretching back nearly 1,000 years. If you could spend just one day in any of these timeless towns, which one would you choose? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible destinations from around the world.